Hello, lovely people. Thanks for tuning in again to this awesome and amazing channel where Chef Best, the variety chef, gives you the best of all recipes. Thank you, all my subscribers, for always being here for me. We are at 1,900 subscribers. Thank you, guys. For all my returning subscribers, I'm very grateful. And if you are just meeting this channel for the first time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Okay, so today we will be making tomato paste, the best tomato paste, the real commercial style tomato paste. So relax and enjoy this video. So for this recipe, I started by scaling my or weighing out my tomatoes. I used 1,200 grams of fresh tomatoes. So I added into a bowl, added some water and salt so that I can wash these tomatoes thoroughly. You can as well add vinegar to help wash the tomatoes. So the next thing I did was to slice off the head of the tomatoes, those black, and also any black parts, anything that is not as red as I want on these tomatoes, just slice them off. Then after that, the next thing is to chop these tomatoes into bits, okay, so that they can cook easily. So you chop the tomatoes into bits. You may remove the tomato placenta and the seeds at this point if you wish. Like you cut it open, the inside of the tomato, you may choose to remove it, okay, but if you don't want, you can still leave it. So there are also some tomatoes that may spoil inside, that may have some black stuffs and all that inside. So ensure you remove all those things, okay, because you don't want anything to interfere with what you are doing. So after chopping the tomatoes, you add the following. You add 50 grams of granulated sugar into the tomatoes. Next, you add 5 grams of salt. The next thing, you add 10 grams of tapioca or cassava flour. And the last but not the least, you add 10 grams of corn flour. After adding all this, go ahead and mix everything thoroughly so that everything mix in so well. You understand? Gets well incorporated. Yeah. So after incorporating or mixing all this, then we are taking this on heat. You're going to place this on heat and let it cook and soften. Okay. You know, a lot of people think that making tomato paste is just blend the tomatoes and then get your paste from that. No, these are some things that you need to do. Okay, so once you place this on heat, make sure the heat is medium heat and make sure you don't add extra water. Then let it boil for up to just 10 minutes so that it doesn't burn. This is better when you use a non-stick pot. So once you are done cooking your tomatoes or boiling the tomatoes, let it cool down almost completely. You understand? Then you transfer into a blender or food processor, adding little of red food color. Although if you don't want to add this food color, fine, it's optional. So after adding that, blend this tomato. Make sure you blend this thoroughly. I know why I'm stressing this. You need to blend this thoroughly so you don't have any lumps, any particles in it. You need to blend it as thorough as possible. Then the next thing is you place a net sieve on a plate, then or on a bowl depending on the quantity you are making. Then place some cheese cloth or muslin cloth or chiffon cloth on this net sieve. The next is to pour the blended tomatoes into the cheese cloth. Then after pouring this, you are going to tie this up, squeeze it a little, okay, squeeze it a little, then drop it on this net sieve. Keep it in an undisturbed place for up to 10 to 12 hours, okay, up to 10 to 12 hours. After about 12 hours, our tomato paste is ready. Okay, guys, you can see how thick this is. So this is the water that seeps out from this tomato. So don't discard this water because you can as well use it to cook. Let me shock you guys. I use this water to prepare jollof rice. Yeah. So now this is the tomato paste that we just made. So if you want this tomato paste to be a little more dry, you may go ahead, spread it on a tray and then dry it under the sun for just few hours, maybe an hour or less. Okay, an hour or less, and then you have your tomato paste to use. Okay, but if you just like it just the way my own is, just the way I like it here, you can see it's thick, very thick. And okay, you can just go ahead, transfer it into a Ziploc bag or a container that has a lid, and then put that in your freezer. Okay, so whenever you want to use it, you can go ahead and use it. But if you don't have a freezer, fine, just get a bottle, a heat resistant bottle. Yeah, bottle that cannot burst when you heat it up. Place this tomato paste inside them, then cover very well, put inside a pot of water and boil this very well. So let it boil. After boiling, you can take it out from the water, then keep it in your shelf in your kitchen. Leave it there. At least it can last for you up to a week without spoiling. But if you have a freezer, it's better. Put it in the freezer whenever you want to use it. Take it out from the freezer and use it. So that's it. This is me trying to cover my tomato paste with the cover and to serve it in the freezer. So guys, let me shock you. I made this tomato paste with just 200 naira tomatoes from my area. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and drop your comments.